Welcome to another episode of Scientific Recipes. Today I am going to show you how to make long grain basmati rice, the recommended rice to use, the double burner method. Okay, I'm going to show you how to cook it the double burner method so we can remove the majority of the starch that rice has. Okay, so it doesn't harm our cells. See, scientific eating is, the reason why I teach scientific eating is because what it does is that it prevents diseases before it starts. We can start right here by cooking our rice scientifically, the double burner method, by cooking our meats for 12 hours, by rinsing our vegetables with a saline solution before we consume it. These little things will help us prevent diseases, okay, that our foods naturally bring to us or non-natural. All right, so let's get started. Today, we are going to rinse the rice now, okay? Here we go. I'm pouring some water in there. I like to touch my rice to feel it, to show it love. So what I'm doing now is soaking the rice and I'm rubbing it together so we can remove the starch. Okay? Rubbing it together. See that water turning cloudy? That's the start. So I'm rubbing it together. This actually feels good. Feels so silky to the hands. Okay? Of course, we want to make sure our hands are clean. My hands are. So now I'm going to pour this water out. So I have a little pot with holes right here. Okay, so it's easier to strain the water off. Okay, I'm going to strain it right here in this bowl. Look at that. See all that starch that's coming from the rice? So we're getting it all off so it won't get in our bodies and cause plumpness and other issues. Okay, so now we're going to do it again. Just to double check. Pour some more water. And then we're going to get our hands in there and feel that silky rice. I never thought that white rice was good for us. But with scientific eating, we also count enzymes. Okay? Not calories, enzymes. Why? Because enzyme helps assist our cells to speed up their activities. Okay? So our cells are in charge of our health. So we must help protect them. Okay? This is why we prepare our food scientifically. So we can help them help us. That's science. All right. Now I'm going to pour some more off. Here we go. Ooh. All right. So that's twice. That's pretty good. See that water in there? Ew. Look at that. Look at all the starch that we're not putting in our bodies just by rinsing it. Okay? Now, we're going to show you the double burner method. Okay, so now we're going to cook the rice the double burner method. Okay? So the double burner method means you have two burners going on at one time. Okay? You have the teapot and you have the rice. Okay, so we're going to add water to the rice. Turn it on. We're gonna add water. Okay, now we're gonna let this water boil, and this water too is boiling at the same time. Okay, so this is the final rinse of getting all the starch from the rice. We rinsed it twice, so now we're bringing it to a boil. Okay, and I'll show you what happens. Okay, the rice is starting to boil. Let me see if you can take a look. Do you see all that foam? Okay, that's on top of there, right there. You see all that foam? That's extra starch that we're gonna rinse off. Okay, so we're gonna just turn that off and we're gonna rinse that starch right off of that rice. Okay, while we're waiting on the water to boil, I'm going to cut a big slice of onion so we can put it on top of the rice while it's cooking. Okay. Okay. I think I want a bigger piece than that. Let's see if we can get it a little thicker. Ooh, I need to watch my hands because I don't want to cut it. All right. Okay, that looks pretty big there. So the reason why we put onion on top of the rice while it's cooking, because onion has the ability to draw nutrients back into the foods that were lost during cooking. Amazing, right? But onion has always been an old school remedy. I remember when we were sick as a young child, my grandmother would put it by our nightstand, and when we woke up, there were little dark spots on it. That was believed to pull out the cold that was in you. So if it pulls out the cold, it can pour nutrients back in the foods. So wonderful. Okay? Okay, now we're back with the double burner method. So I changed pots because I cooked a little bit more rice than I wanted to. So I poured the rice starchy water off the third time. Now I'm putting in the hot water from the other burner. Okay? So I can make sure that the rice does not change temperatures. Okay? Then I'm gonna add some iodized salt, little bit of canola oil. Okay. Then remember I told you about that onion? Now I'm gonna lay a big piece of onion right on top. Okay. So when it's finished cooking, I can see it. Now we don't want to eat the onion. Okay, when it's finished cooking, that's why I got it big. When it's finished cooking and drawing all the nutrients back into the rice after being cooked, we take the onion and we toss it, throw it away. Because onions are tumorigens, they're not good for us. They're known to produce tumors when you eat them raw. You should always have onions cooked. But I wouldn't eat them only to flavor the foods. Look at that. See how that onion turned brown? Yep. So then you just take the knife like I did there and make sure there's no juice in there. Don't use plastic, okay? We don't want to put plastic on heat. All right? So again, we don't eat the onion. So I'm just taking it away so the family will not accidentally eat it. Okay? See why I made them so big? Okay? Yummy. The double burner method rice. Thanks for watching.